Hey Wizards! Guess what? It is Kieran Ashhammer. I'm back for the next exciting adventure of my dual school walkthrough here in Wizard101, my Fire and Storm guy. And last episode we took down the first Optio boss up there in that tower, and now we have to go find Rupert Fleming. For this, we have to go in underwater. So we're going to head down here into the Grotto, and we're going to go see if we can find Mr. Fleming. Oh, yeah. And here we go swimming. I remember when this was first added to the game back in the day. Oh, yeah. I remember when they first brought this world out. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. You get to swim underwater. And wow, isn't this neat? And yeah, it was good stuff. Good stuff. There's Rupert. Let's talk.
I don't remember you from the airship. How did you get down here? We were captured by the crustaceans, but the whole experience has turned into quite an education. None of us are much when it comes to fisticuffs, and those crustaceans were more than we can handle. They put us in these cages, so we chose to spend our time observing their culture firsthand. Still, that only goes so far. Can you go and thrash some crustacean claw cutters and see if you can find some clues about what they're up to?
I think we can. Let me check my deck. Yeah, I think the deck's looking okay. Let's get rid of these extra spells so we can just, like, hammer them. Yeah, that's probably enough. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's accept that quest. Okay, claw cutters. There they are. Let's take a couple of these guys down. Well, I'm super excited to be back and hanging out with you guys again. In fact, you know, thanks everybody who's been subscribing to the channel and watching. You guys are absolutely fabulous. I appreciate your support, and it's just making this so much fun. By the way, going to be start doing a walkthrough series with the new Harry Potter Hogwarts game, so I'm pretty excited about that. I do want to do a shout out to Gaming with Gon and Tom and Adeline Judson and Nez Croth for the comments on the last couple of videos, guys. Thank you very much. Really excited to be able to share this stuff with you, and thanks for the feedback and the congratulations. By the way, guys, if you want a shout out, just leave a comment for me. It doesn't tell me anymore if I get a new subscriber, so I just got to go with you guys. So if you're a new subscriber and you want a shout out, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Very, very good. Well, if you guys are new to this series, just a reminder that what we're doing is we're trying to build a dual school Fire and Storm walk wizard, and we're just playing that same combination the entire way through the system. And we're only using crafted gear. We're not using any we're not using crowns to buy gear or anything like that. In fact, the only thing we're using crowns for is for a for our carpet mount that we bought, and as well as for the for any stitches we might. Everything else is going to be crafted gear. We're going for this dual school gear that they've given us, and I will have to say that, you know, the gear's okay, but I just think that it needs to be a little bit better for the amount of time you have to go through to craft it, as well as all that exciting stuff. So yeah, so basically we've been crafting the different gear in each world, and now we're in Celestia, and crafted gear gets a little bit different here when you're looking at dual school. There's still at least two pieces that are dual school, but then it's more of like a decision of what to go with for the hat. And as we find our recipes, we'll be explaining that. Very, very good. Awesome. Also, we are only doing main quest lines, guys. Yeah, if you didn't know, we are only doing main quest lines. We are not doing any side quests. And so, yeah, it's been a really great run so far. I've been having lots of fun with this, and I'm very excited you guys are along with us on the ride. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, before I let myself get distracted by myself, is that, yeah, when Celestia came out, I remember playing this when the world first popped out, and it was really, really cool to go swimming, and pretty neat stuff. I thought it was a neat addition to the game to let us go underwater and deal with underwater enemies. And I believe, you know, they added this place and Crab Alley at the same time, so you had two ways to experience it. Ah, yes. Boy, I'll tell you what, these Celestian guys, they hit hard. I think that's one of the first things I remembered when I entered into this area with my old wizard the first time we actually played it, is just how hard these guys hit as an on level wizard, and that's what I'm playing right now. I'm playing as on level wizard because until I hit level 50, I won't get the final Grizzleheim quest. So yep, and then I still haven't qualified for the Winter Tusk quests either. So usually with my other wizards, this is usually how I play it. Usually I'm doing side quests, so I'm pretty over leveled at this point. Eesh, that's terrible. Sorry, I just got like hit hard. I'm usually over leveled by this point. And so usually these fights aren't that tough, and a lot of times I'll do Winter Tusk before I'll even do Celestia. Not so with this particular series and the way things are kind of like laying out for them. So I gotta watch myself. This is a lot more challenging than this world's been for me for a while because of the sequence that I usually play. So yeah, I've been doing a new sequence than my other walkthrough. Like if you go watch my Myth walkthrough, that gives you the more traditional sequence of how I usually play my wizards. And so this has been a pretty exciting change of pace because I've never really just played at on level.
Good work! You gathered a piece of coral, a piece of crab harness, and a carved bit of stone that looks like it came from a puzzle. Let's see if we can put these clues together, shall we? The story these clues tell is that the crustaceans are up to something in the coral caverns. It's a dangerous, sprawling place filled with wild sea life. I'm not about to enter those caverns. I wouldn't last a minute. It's a dangerous maze with at least a dozen types of coral. Can you try and find the origin of the piece of coral you found?
Okay, let's go coral hunting. Let's see here. There we go. There we have a teleport already over there, so that's kind of nice. It can make life a little bit easier. Let's see here. Do we see any coral over here? I see no coral. Maybe if we go off in this other direction, or maybe I should have just stayed where I was at, right? Yeah, sometimes you put yourself in a situation like that. That's okay. We're gonna find the coral. Oh, you know what? Map. Where are we at? Oh, I don't see any coral on the map. The map has betrayed us. Well, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's go look. We've got to find some coral somewhere. Very, very nice. Okay, so yeah, so the rules are I only use crowns for those things. I do play on a membership, so I think that's something that you guys probably would have guessed. Yeah, if you've been watching any time, you probably would have guessed I play on a membership. And I do take advantage of the membership awards. So yeah, if you do see some crown stuff in my deck, that's primarily from the membership rewards and the fact that I can get a few. There we go. We found some coral. I can go ahead and get a pack here and there, just because of the membership loyalty points that they give out, which I actually thoroughly love because usually I never got packs or anything like that. So having that neat loyalty, ooh, I see a piece of coral. Loyalty membership stuff I love. I actually love. Now I haven't really found a piece that I haven't really gotten a piece of equipment for this particular wizard, so I've been primarily using it to get spellman cards, So it's just one of those things. Ooh, yeah, there's the fish skull. So I think this is a cool thing because you can go down the mouth, throat. I don't know. I thought that was cool. The eel cave. I guess that's supposed to be an eel that we're in or something, a giant eel. Anyways, I just thought that was cool. I want to point that out to you. Oh, I think I see another piece of coral. No. To the coral cave. Okay, maybe there's some more coral up in this way. I see some more claw cutters. Usually with the collects things, they'll show it to you on the map what you're looking for. Apologize. Usually there's not any beeps in the system. I usually have them turned off, so I'm not sure where that came from. But, oh, I do not want to. Oh, and look at that. Didn't even get caught. Got so lucky. Let's go back to Rupert, and let's get this show going. Very, very good. Now, I'm not sure. I would love to get through the grotto ASAP, but I forget how many quests we have in here. I know we've got a couple bosses, to deal with too, so we'll just have to see where we end up. Okay, Rupert, what's up?
You found the source? Let me take a look at the coral again. Oh no. See those scorch marks? That area is frequented by voltic eels. If I might care to guess, you're here seeking a means of opening the Stellarium portal back at Celestia Base Camp, right? I suspect that the crustaceans have taken said portal piece to the Voltic Eel Cave, based on the evidence you've collected. The logical conclusion, then, is that you must go there and see if our theory is correct, and that the portal piece is there. You observe, make a theory, and then test that theory. It is the scientific method in action.
Yes, it is, Rupert. And who doesn't love the scientific method? I'll tell you what, that's part of what I'm doing, teaching all day. If you didn't know, I'm a high school science teacher. I teach physics and astronomy. So yeah, that's like right up my alley, some scientific method action. So very good. Okay, one eel cave. Yeah. Let's see if we can avoid fighting the eels. I can't remember if we have to fight them or not. I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. Maybe we don't. We're gonna try to avoid the eel. Okay. Now I think we have to turn these obelisks on. My goal is to turn them on without triggering a fight. Which in itself is kind of a puzzle anyways, right? Oh, are they turning off? They are. Is there an order we're supposed to do these in? Star, sun, moon. Okay, star. Let's do the sun. Moon. What? Okay. So... let's try it again. Star, sun, moon. Star, sun, moon. There we go. Got it that time. Nice.
You have found the second portal piece.
I'll tell you what, I like puzzles like that, which aren't really obvious, and you got to think about it a little bit. Feeling good. I don't even remember that being a puzzle, honestly. I thought, well, it just goes to show you. Okay, very good. Well, we got our way in. I'm excited about that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I think they could do better with more puzzles like that in the game. I think it helps break up the whole monotony of collecting and fighting and fighting and collecting, you know, and bosses and etc.
Found what you were looking for? I'd say that theory proved correct, eh? The crustaceans are a lazy bunch, so it's certain that where one piece is found, the other is not far afield. We've observed that crustaceans tend to pick up small pieces of stone, shell, and other shiny bits wherever they go. If you search their belongings and pay attention to what they're carrying, you'll gain insight into where they've been. So if you want to find the other missing portal piece, find out where the crustaceans have been going. Defeat some crustacean pincers in the coral caverns and search them for clues. They'll lead us to the next piece of the portal.
Well, okay. More crustacean pincer hammering. So let's go find some crustacean pincers and get them to tell us where to go next. Oh, you know what? There's a recipe guy there, right? Right. Hat recipes. Okay. We need to make some decisions here. So we need some fire and storm hat. Right. And I believe this is where we got to get the hat recipe. So let's see here. since we're here, let's go ahead and get it, because this is our hat recipe. We're not going to be able to make it for another 9 levels, but at least we'll have the recipe, right? Fire, 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 fire. Fire, 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 fire. No. Oh. Hope I didn't pass it by. I was, like, jumping through things. There we go. But is that the one? No, that's the... Oh, that'd be the one to get, too. Look at that. Look at those boosts. Oh, that's a... Okay, this helmet's going to be definitely an excellent choice. Once we figure out which one. Well... Oh, so close. That is the one. Okay. You know, and see, and here's another perfect example. Did you see how well the storm boosted one? It was better than this one. But this is the one I had. This is the one I can get, though. Yeah, I think it's really kind of broken. I can't buy it. I got to be a grandmaster. That means I got to find the crafting. Okay, at least we know where the recipes are. Okay. Very good. So, yeah, we got to get that. Well, anyways, that's been a theme. If you've been watching the series, you know that I've been pointing out that they've got to do a gear audit and they've got to re-level the gear because it's not right. For crafting, it should be pretty darn good. And it's okay, you know, but when you start comparing it, like, why is the Storm version so much better than the Fire version? I mean, significantly better than the Fire version. I need pincers, okay? And, you know, it's like, it's just switched which one is your main skull. I just don't get it. And I think that's a real mistake in the way that they designed that gear. There we go. A couple pincers right there. So I think, honestly, they've really got to do that gear audit that they've been promising because the gear needs to be fixed. And I'll say outright, until they get the gear fixed and leveled, it's fundamentally broken, and it takes away from the game and from what this game could really be. You know, I think that's one of the things that they really did well with Pirate 101. Okay, I don't know if you're a Pirate 101 player, but that's the other game that KingsIsle brought out a few years back. And it's a very entertaining, fun game. If you haven't played it, you should go ahead and check it out. But one of the things they did really well in Pirate 101 is the way they design the gear so that there are so many different pieces of gear and different builds with the gear. You'd hardly ever see people just all going for the same thing all the time, this one high-level piece of gear. So it's not messed up. You get gear all over the place. Now, I personally think in both games, gear should be taken out of the bazaar. Yep. I personally think in both games, gear should be taken out of the bazaar. Or at least robes, hats, and boots, all out of the bazaar. I don't mind the thames, the rings, that stuff. Actually, honestly, yeah, thames and rings should be taken out too. But that's just my opinion. I think it should be removed because it takes away from questing and finding gear and finding cool, interesting gear and running across stuff from just a drop here or a drop from a boss there. Like right now, the way the game is set up, the drops from the bosses, unless you're looking for some stitch gear, absolutely worthless. You know, because once you go do some of the dungeons and get like, well, I mean, honestly, as soon as you level up to where you need to be, you just go with the bazaar, buy whatever gear you can. There's no special gear out there to get per world unless you're doing the crafted gear. And, you know, so I think gear should just be pulled out of the bazaar. You know, I think the bazaar should only be for a few things, and I think the things that the bazaar should be for, as far as for trading, treasure cards, I think that's great. Spellements, I think, you know, you should be able to trade spellements. I think there should be a spellement thing in the bazaar. And the other thing I think the bazaar should be open for is reagents. I think those should be the big 3 things that you get in and out of the bazaar. I think all gear should be pulled out of the bazaar. I think they should open it back up for questing and finding gear. And then, you know, of course, you can get gold for selling the gear you don't use and everything. But as far as buying gear in the bazaar, I think it should just be pulled. I think that was one of the things that kind of, you know, took took some of the fun out of the RPG aspect of the game, you know, and I don't think it ever really recovered from that, honestly. Yep, I think that should be done. They should just pull it. My opinion may not be a popular opinion. And does the bazaar make things easier? Yes. Do I take advantage of the bazaar? Yes, I do. You know, but
all the crustacean pincers are following the same path from the Starfish door. Maybe you should look further.
Let's look further to the Starfish door. Ah, I see a Starfish door here. Let's check.
A giant armored starfish holds the gate closed. It won't be easy to open.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to Rupert, see if he has an idea on how we can open up that Starfish goal. Well, anyway, so those are just some of my opinions about the game so far. I absolutely love the game. I just think that there's just a few things that are fundamentally broken about the game. And I think the gear is probably the biggest thing. You know, they keep doing spell audits, you know, because I think they're just trying to appease PvP players and they're trying to balance out the spells. But honestly, the spells aren't the problem. It's the gear. The gear is the problem. I think the gear is the way they've allowed the gear to turn itself into a meta where, you know, you got these almighty, super powerful pieces of gear that, like, just eclipse everything for levels on levels. I think that kind of just ruins the whole idea of an RPG, which is being able to find that special gear.
A giant starfish, you say? How odd. The crustaceans wouldn't be using that starfish unless they knew some easy way of getting past it. The crustacean boss around here is Optio. Optio is some sort of rank among their legions, like a lieutenant. Find and defeat Optio and force him to tell you how to get that starfish gate open. He's a coward. He'll tell you.
Wow, it's like he already knows him. Okay, well, let's go find this Optio. I think he's probably closer to Coral Castle. It's got to be, right? Yeah, he is. Perfect call. Let's go ahead and deal with him and see if he can tell us how to get into the Starfish Castle. Now, hopefully, we'll have a little bit better luck fighting him than we did the last boss, because the last boss, if you remember last episode, whoa, that was a lot tougher than I remember dealing with the boss. Now, as far as deck goes, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do some setups and make sure we have it.
What's the big idea? You're just a bunch of self-thrashing for a bothering me.
Yeah, let's make sure we have a big hit in here. And it's your 840 or so. Wow, that is a pretty significant knockout. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't take these guys down. Okay, so the challenge in these fights, as the challenges ever, is being able to take care of these guys before they take care of you. And we'll have to see exactly how it goes. It doesn't look good, though, for getting hit with a Colossus right out of the bat. That's a significant hit. Alrighty, so I wonder if this would be enough to get rid of... Yeah, let's do it. Okay, that should help some. Now, what we need to do now is we need to go ahead and... Who should we heal? Yeah, because we're probably going to get hit pretty hard here. So let's do some healing action. Okay, see, I'm afraid that guy was going to hit us. That's why I'm doing the healing. Oh, and is he hitting me ever? Wow. Okay, good call on my part. Good call on my part. Because this is going to sting a little bit. My goodness, that almost destroyed me. Gosh, really need to critical this. No such luck, though. Okay, so... Good news now is we're only going to be down one guy, but we have got to... wow, we got to get some more healing action going. Well, that was a good wand hit. We got rid of that tower shield. He's an ice guy, so definitely we have a nice advantage working with him. So we just need to go ahead and make sure we can get the most out of that. Okay, here we go. 4 pip hit, I bet. Oh my, are you kidding me? Oh. Now, here's where the pet could be very, very helpful. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean... so do we hit? Yeah, because we're going to have to heal next, so... Let's just go ahead and hit with it. Right? It might be enough. And then we'll just heal next round. As long as he doesn't like... Well, he only has 1 pips, so... We have a chance here. You go, Salamander! Very good. So that's going to be some major damage there. Okay. No power pip that time. Well, I thought that was going to be more major damage than that, so that's 4 times force. That's not bad. That's I mean, that's good. We're still going to have to strike again, though. I think we need to go ahead and heal, because he's going to... hopefully he's not going to hit us. Oh, man, he has like 5 pips. Okay, guys, we could be signing off here. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, that's gonna hurt, but I mean, it's survivable. If my Maycast was going on. Perfect, guys. Check it out. We are taking the Optio down. Once I get a few more pieces of. Once I get 1 more pip. Okay. Okay, if we can survive 1 more hit, which I think we can, because he's not going to have enough pips to really kill us off. Okay, I knew that wouldn't finish him off. I knew it was going to be close. Oh, but I think with this spell, we got him. I didn't get a chance to see how much health he had left. Oh yeah, he's toast.
Don't hurt me! I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Excellent.
Starfish likes to eat algae. When we feed it algae, it relaxes and opens the door.
There we go. That's the secret. So... guess we need to go talk to Rupert. And I think the quickest way there is to grab the portal over. So let's go ahead. Oh, let's go do that. Very good, very good, very good. Ba-da-da-da-da. Let's let Rupert know, because we're probably going to have to find some seaweed, I bet. Okay.
Now we're getting somewhere. If Optiomissimos told you the truth, the next step is to gather enough algae to feed the creature. The crustacean wave runners are always carrying little pots full of algae, presumably for the starfish. If you defeat a few crustacean wave runners and take their algae, I'll wager you'll be able to spring that gate open right quick. Once you get the starfish gate open, that missing piece of the Stellarium portal is bound to be somewhere past it. Then you should probably just take both pieces back to Dalton Prescott in the promenade. No need to risk them down here.
Very good. But unfortunately, guys, that is all the time we have for today. So thanks for hanging out with us. We are going to get into the Starfish thing next time. And hey, another successful boss fight, although it was pretty close. This is Kieran Ashhammer for the Storm and Fire, or should I Fire Storm Dual School walkthrough. Have a great day. Catch you later. Bye-bye.